Yo, what up, nyakos? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live from your mama's house, doing my thing as I usually do. Gotta make another video on Donald Trump because the last one I made, I realized I didn't explain myself fully, and people were thinking I was a Donald Trump supporter. Now, I don't want anyone thinking I'm a Donald Trump supporter because I don't support anybody in politics. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not an Obama supporter. I'm not that old motherfucker, what's his name? I'm a Bernie Sanders supporter. I am not. I don't support any one of them because I think they're all liars and I don't trust any of them. They just do what they do and I try to make the best out of the life they could make for me. I know they don't make everything, but they have effect on a lot of shit that I do in America. Taxes, what it be, I just make the best out of it. You know what I mean? You feel me? So I don't really care that much. I'm not a supporter of any of them, right? So let me explain to you. I'm not a supporter of Trump, but I'm going to tell you what I do like about him, which is the reasons why I don't hate him. Even though I've heard him say some of the craziest shit, let me tell you why I don't hate him. I don't like him either. Let me just tell you why I don't hate him, because there are some things that I like about him. Doesn't mean I like him. Doesn't mean oh, Donald Trump's going to be president, cool. No, it's like, okay. One reason why I like him. America's way too damn oversensitive and getting crazy with this political correctness, and I believe Donald Trump is gonna stop that shit. I believe so. I believe he's raw. He's not gonna say things to make you feel good. He's gonna say things based on either the legal system or say things based on a business perspective. He's not gonna say it based on your feelings. He doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. He says what it is. Like, for example, if he says we should deport all illegal immigrants. Now, a lot of you will be against that and you think he's racist, right? But at the end of the day, what are you supposed to do if you're an illegal immigrant? What is he supposed to do about illegal immigration? Is he supposed to say, yeah, anyone come anytime? I mean, isn't it his job, or any sort of political figure or any policeman, to make sure the law is being upheld the best of their ability? So if he wants to deport illegal immigrants, why is that bad if they're illegal? Now, maybe there's different laws in different states, like you can't just deport an illegal immigrant. Well, I understand that in that case. They have to do something bad in order to get deported. All right, then I understand that according to law. But what I'm saying is, if he were to make some kind of federal law that illegal immigrants have to be deported, why is that so bad? That's what I don't understand. Now, I'm not saying that's good, and I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying I would like it, and I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm not saying either. I'm saying it would be what it be, but if he were to do that, why is that so bad? The only way I can see that as being bad to people is to say, oh, I have friends who were illegal. Well, I have friends who were illegal immigrants too. And I'm happy that they stayed, but at the end of the day, that's how it is. I'm in Russia legally. I'm here legally. If I were illegal and people kicked me out, why the fuck would I be surprised? I'm here illegally. Now, when it comes to illegal children, that's completely different. When it comes to adults who came here as adults or went somewhere as adults illegally, if a president wants to get rid of them, why would you be mad? Just logically, I don't get why would you be mad? And if a president wants to stop people from coming in the country illegally, what basis do you have to be upset? You can say he's racist all you want. Even if he is racist, the action he's committing it makes perfect logical sense coming from a law standpoint. Now, understand there's certain laws that people don't give a fuck about. Maybe certain laws that are crazy, like maybe back in the day, slavery. Of course it was crazy, but it was okay by the law. You have things like marijuana that's illegal in many states, which I think is crazy, but it's illegal and all that shit. You go to prison for that shit for years, and I think that's crazy. A lot of laws that are crazy, but when it comes to immigration, we can't just let anybody in the country anytime. There has to be a process. I think anyone with a normal mind can understand that. So if he's against illegal immigration, I don't see the problem. So I believe he's going to be one president, if he does become president, to say, hey, fuck all that political correctness, we're going to keep it real. Another reason why I'm not supportive of another reason why I don't hate him, this dude is good with money. He's good with money. He knows how to get money and he knows how to keep money. That's good. That's real good. I respect him on that a lot. He's good with money. We need money. And if he can help me get some more money, I'm all for him. I'm all for him. If he can actually get me, let's say if he becomes president and he starts getting me more money, I'll be all for him. He start raising the economy and shit, I'm all for him if he does that. You understand? I'm for any president who does it, even old ass Bernie Sanders, you know? And I'm sorry, look, I'm gonna tell you why I make fun of Bernie Sanders all the time. Because the first time I saw him, I swear to God, I was thinking, where's his nurse? I don't have a problem with Bernie Sanders. I don't give a fuck about what he has to say. I really don't give a much of a fuck about what this dude, Donald Trump, had to say either. But so many of you take this guy so, like, you just hate him so much. So many people got a problem with him, like from the black side. That's why I'm making this video. People already love Bernie Sanders, so I don't want to go around saying the good things about Bernie because you guys know it already, because you hear from other black people. So I'm going to get off that and talk about what other black people don't hear from black people. That's what I want to do. Talk about the shit blacks don't hear from other blacks. And that's what I'm here to do. So basically, he's going to stop all that political correctness, or at least going to slow it down. He's good with business. He got that money. You know how to get that cake. And if he can help us as people get more cake and raise the economy and shit, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. And of course, I'm for any president who can do that. But most likely, he could do it the best because he knows how to get money. He's proven it, okay? Another reason why I like Donald Trump is because he says good things about Putin. And since I have a lot of relations with Russia, naturally, I'd like that. Let's see, what else? I think that's it. No, I really think that's it. I really respect his gangster. He is a gangster. He's a gangster. He doesn't give a shit really too much about what people think about him. If he's saying what he actually feels, he doesn't give a fuck what you think about him. I respect that so much. Because I'm tired of this PC bullshit of people. Just like, for example, let me give you an example. This is what you guys are different than me. So, to me, what I'm about to say right now, this statement, I hear it a lot in Russia. And I felt the same way about it even before I came here. And I'm see how you guys feel about it. Do you know the statement some people in Russia make and people of other countries make? They will say, homosexuality isn't normal. They'll say, homosexuality isn't normal. I hope my child isn't gay. A lot of people would hear that in America, and with their PC mindsets, they will automatically think something like, that person's hateful, that person's crazy, that person's an asshole. All these insults towards that person, when even though I may not agree with that person's statements, I can completely understand why they say that. Like, what's the shock if somebody were to say, homosexuality isn't normal? Why is that so shocking? Not saying I agree with the statement, but I see where the person's coming from. It's like once I tried to explain, like, it's like a kid thinking 1 + 1 is 11. He's wrong, but I see how he came up with that answer. 1 + 1 is obviously 2. He thought it was 11. He just has a misunderstanding, but I see how he came to that answer. It's the same thing with homosexuality isn't normal. But people skip that, and they're just, oh, how'd they come? Dude, are you crazy? Of course a lot of people are going to think that. How often do you see homosexuality in nature? It's not that normal. How in a lot of countries around the world, how often do a lot of these people see gay guys holding hands in the street? They don't see this stuff, so of course to a lot of them it's not normal, depending on the culture. Now, if we're in America, you're an American, you say something like, homosexuality is wrong, I would laugh at you and say, shit, you might as well move, because you're in the wrong country. I'd laugh at you. But my stance on homosexuality is I don't give a shit. I don't care what adults do. I don't care if it's normal or not, even if it's no one in the world does it except only 2 guys and no one else in the world does it. There's only 2 gay guys and they have sex every night. I still wouldn't care because they're doing it to each other. They're not doing it to me. Let them be. See, that's how I see it. But if somebody were to say something like, homosexuality is normal, I hope my son won't be gay, they go crazy like this person is just Hitler. It's like, come on. If you don't understand where that person's coming from, I think you're way too PC. You're way too PC and you're just brainwashed. You understand? My thing is, you don't have to like anyone. You don't have to like anything. You just have to respect them. So if someone thinks homosexuality isn't normal, but he doesn't interfere with anything homosexual, what's the problem? He keeps it to himself. Maybe he answers a few questions in an interview, but he sees gay people, he just walks past, he does nothing bad to them. He has a business, he hires people, if they're gay or not, he doesn't care. Maybe he doesn't want them in his house, maybe he doesn't want his children to be gay, but what's the problem? He just doesn't want it in his personal life. He doesn't need to. And I think Donald Trump is the type of person who has that mentality in which he understands things should be based on more of a logical thing and not just your feelings and all that shit. You know what I mean? I really think so. Because come on, this dude said no Muslims allowed in the country. Now, of course, I think that's one of the craziest, stupidest things I ever heard. Of course. But at the same time, to be honest, I respected him so much when he said that because he had the balls to actually say what he felt. He actually did. That was completely not PC. That was completely not PC. Completely, 100%. No Muslim. It was the most racist statement made. It's not really racist because Islam, it's not really a race. It's an ideology, whatever. But still, it was one of the least PC things said in many years. And he backed it up. He didn't run away from it. Nothing. He defended it. So I have a respect for his gangster. Now, once again, I don't like him. I don't hate him. I really don't give a fuck if he's nominated as president or not. Because honestly, at first I thought it really meant something. Because I remember making a statement saying if he's elected as president, I won't come back to America. I'll try to get Russian citizenship. But now that I think about it, I really don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit because I honestly think no matter who's president, I'm going to be good. And I can take care of myself. And I just hope other people are going to be good as well. I really do. You know what I mean? So, you got to get off your ass, get a job, get a career, get an education, do all that stuff. And honestly, I don't think it matters too much who the president is if you do that stuff. Know what I mean? And let me know. I'm not so keen on politics. I know it. So if you could fill me in on something, go ahead. But remember, 95% of what you know about politics, you hear through the news, so it's bullshit. And I'm out, Nyakos. Later. Yow.